Queen has no idea she is posing with a iller.
Pass out. Can you get me some help? Can you get me some help?
Yep,
Can you
there's
get
some
me
people. Okay.
Help! Oh my God! Give me some help! We're out! We're out! We're out! We're out!
Okay, we don't know for sure.
Nah, bro. Yo, chat, you ever seen somebody that was an ugly crier in a serious moment and you just want to laugh? Chat, that is so real, bro.
A mother is in agony after the disappearance of her teenage daughter.
Oh, shit.
But as investigators follow a trail of tips, they realize the person at the center of the mystery has been hiding in plain sight all along. The following report is based on official police records released to date, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. On the afternoon of March 9th, 2020, the Elko County Sheriff's Office in Nevada...
Damn! This is like 10 years ago.
...who says her 16-year-old daughter, Gabrielle Ulicki, who goes by Brittany, never returned home the day before.
Her
Oh.
friend that had her. I talked to him. He dropped her off at school down here at 4 o'clock with some guy. And I go, what guy? And he goes, I don't know. She just said my new friend. And now nobody can find her. None of her friends. Her phone's not on.
Okay.
According to her mom,
I'm gonna take both these girls on. Hey, yo.
She's never run off before, and the only trouble she's ever been in was when police caught her with marijuana.
Even when she does go out and do dumb things, we get a call with some crazy kind of an excuse.
Does she go here to Spring Creek High School?
She's actually doing homeschool. She's got a lot of enemies, and I'm scared.
She has.
What do you mean your daughter has a lot of enemies? She is not John Cena. Who is bro's daughter? Nah, who is bro's daughter, chat? Talk about some, yeah, she's got a lot of enemies. Is your daughter Batman? Like, what do you mean she's got enemies, bro? Nah, that shit don't make any sense.
Why would you say that?
She just does. It's why she's not in school. The last time she went to a rodeo, she got jumped by 4 girls.
Yo, wait, rednecks are actually like this? Chat, do y'all see fights at rodeos? Are y'all serious? What do y'all fight over? Whose horse got the biggest? Alright, let's play the video.
And I just...
Alicia says she called the sheriff's office after Brittany's father said he didn't officially file a missing persons report.
And he called me, panicking, and he's like, well, mad at first. And he goes, why isn't she answering her phone? And I can't talk to him because he just scares me. Because he just says she's in a ditch dead. And I can't do that. She's dead right now.
The last person she was with, if you know anything about them,
You can wake me, wake up, James.
Wait, wake up who? Wake up James! Why are you waking me up for?
So that's the last
Dickey.
person that we know of that's seen her.
and she was with him, and then he dropped her off, and he had no idea who this guy was.
Chat, be honest, would y'all parents care if y'all disappeared? I'm not gonna lie, if I ever disappeared, I don't think my parents would look for me. I'm being so serious. Cause chat, I disappear all the time. So it would just be some normal shit.
And he even said it seemed sketchy. And I'm like, well, why'd you leave her?
Brittany's teenage brother James says that he's been in close contact with her friends, including 18-year-old Bryce Dickey.
He said he couldn't get a very good look at him. He just knew he was wearing a cowboy hat and he was taller than his truck.
Alicia begins rattling off names of Brittany's enemies who may want to cause her harm.
Didn't know you were involved?
Who allegedly tried to rape her last year.
What?
Terrorizes her every time he sees her.
Was there a police report last year?
There was, and when it came time for the detective to have her come in and talk, she couldn't do it. She just fell to pieces.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, all we have is a girl.
Her daughter is made out of Legos. How did her daughter fall to pieces? Oh my god. She must have like a Lego disorder.
Green truck. That's a Ford. With somebody that nobody knows who this guy is.
Yeah.
The deputy leaves, and immediately police and loved ones, including Brittany's close friend Bryce, begin searching until the early morning. Despite their efforts, there's no sign of her.
Wait, chat, be honest, bro. Chat, I want y'all to be honest with me. if your daughter came up to you and said, "Dad, this dude almost purple soda me," how would y'all react? I'm not gonna lie, bro. Yo, my daughter came up to me talking about some. Yeah, this dude did this to me. Yeah, chat. Yeah, bro. Hey, yo. Yo, I would do some Batman shit, bro. I would bust through his window and start skinning, bro. I'm gonna make sure he awake the whole time, bro. What do you mean you did this to my daughter? My princess? My little bubble gum? My little gumdrop? Yeah, bro. I'm eliminating him immediately and his whole family. Just everybody,
Concerns
bro.
grow with each passing hour, and knowing that Bryce witnessed Brittany getting into a random truck, investigators hope he may hold crucial details.
So, kind of tell me, run me through it so I can understand what's going on.
Sunday.
Bro, you're starting a villain arc?
Got a few texts from to hang out.
Of course, he picked up the horse he chatted about school. He says she then asked him for
School in the middle of nowhere.
Wanted to me to drop her off at the high school to meet her new friend, and said her dad was going to pick her up later. So then,
Yo, quit hot take. Anybody that's Under Armour, cornball. I don't care what y'all say. That's my hot take for today. They wear Under Armour, they're just corny.
Gave her a hug and stuff, and then she got out. The F-150 was over there, but I didn't know that was where she was going at that time.
So you said what was the F-150? Like that winter green, dark forest green?
Like a dark forest green. The windows didn't look tinted at all to me. Stickers on the back window, but I didn't see what any of them were.
Bryce says he didn't hear from Brittany after dropping her off at the school to meet the mystery man with the green Ford truck. He says he went home and sent her a Snapchat. He later joined the search party after she was officially reported missing. As the conversation continues, Bryce is asked to paint a clearer timeline, but the sergeant can't shake the feeling that something isn't adding up.
So you picked her up at 1:30. Where did you guys go? I mean, you said you were with her for how long?
Dropped her off at 4:30, so that's three and a half hours.
That's all you did for 3.5 hours? That seems really odd that you just drive and aimlessly around.
That's what I did.
I think a lot of people do that, chat. Like, he just said, yo, you just aimlessly drive for 3 hours. Once you get a car, it is not uncommon for you just to want to just drive it. That's not crazy to me, though.
I do almost every day.
I usually can smell somebody that's leaving out something. So what are you leaving out?
I'm not leaving out anything, sir.
Right now is the time to lay all the cards down.
I know
what were
because
you
this
doing?
is a serious, extremely serious thing.
If I come back and I find out that you're withholding information and being deceptive to me,
Y'all think it's him? I mean, he could be the kidnapper. I mean, he is wearing Under Armour, and that's some He's wearing Under Armour with American flag in it. That's given like, oh yeah, I see what y'all saying. I can see it.
When charges and stuff start coming.
yeah. So
I know.
help your friend out.
Bryce claims he and Brittany had been communicating before he picked her up. The sergeant asks him to provide to support the claim.
It should still be on your phone if you got it. So do you mind taking a look at it?
Bryce shows the sergeant the exchange. In one message, Brittany provided an address where he could pick her up. In another, she asked him, quote, "Hey, should I start walking over?" Final messages in the 6 p.m. hour sent from Bryce showed his concerns that she wasn't alone. Brittany never
Wait,
responded,
what?
And Bryce says everyone grew increasingly worried when they learned that she went off with an unknown male.
She normally doesn't keep secrets like that, especially the phone-wise, because I'm assuming she would have texted someone right after, because especially her dad, she's, like, not scared of her dad, because she's at 4, so she texts her dad a lot.
Was Dad like overprotective?
I don't know, I think my...
Y'all think it's him?
Scary, but I try to, not in a bad way, but I try to stay away from him. That would be my mind.
Oh, that's Mom.
Yeah.
So that was the one that was calling you. Bryce was with the kid that was missing, so we're just trying to figure out more.
He looks like he put on a maid outfit. Hey, bro.
Saw the green truck.
Mom, that was me.
Oh, that was you, okay. It's too bad they don't have any cameras out here.
Y'all think it's him?
Investigators scour surveillance footage for clues, and a single video is about to alter the case in a way that no one saw coming. As the desperate search for Brittany continues, a group of trained volunteers heads to a basin about 7 miles from the school where Bryce says he dropped her off.
Here's the thing. I kind of do think it's him too, because every serial killer, they all just too tactical with it. They will take the person's phone and then just start texting themselves. Like that, like really think about this shit, bro. Like it could be him, because the serial killers, they move too. They practice the routes. Maybe that's what he's doing for 3 hours. Nah, wait, hold on. Maybe he was learning a route so that way he could see her and then dump her. Oh, hold on, wait, we might be cooking up.
There, one volunteer spots a blue tarp and moves in for a closer look. What he uncovers sends the investigation into a devastating new direction.
It looks like a human head to me. Yeah, it looks like a chest cavity.
We got drag marks, right?
Drag marks?
I don't know if it's her or what, but we have a female body out behind Burner Basin.
They found her body,
The
bro.
deceased girl found inside the tarp is partially clothed and is still wearing her black high-heeled boots.
Oh my
She's
god.
been stabbed.
Oh
As
my
of now,
god.
The body has not been identified, but an investigator gets the call on March 11th during his in-person meeting with Brittany's mother.
Yo, they found her body and she was... Yo, that's
Nothing
crazy.
confirmed, he decides to share news about the discovery.
On the phone. Okay. And I just want to let you know that...
Yo, this girl is brushing her teeth on TikTok live. The grind is crazy.
There's some people... Okay.
Oh my God, give me some help.
Ah, damn, bro. Damn, bro. I like, yeah, no, like, just figuring out your daughter died is crazy, but like, having an ugly cry, I think is far worse. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If I was the cop, I think I would laugh. You're telling me, yeah, your daughter died, and she crying like, yeah. Yeah, I would need to leave. I would need to leave, chat.
Okay, we don't know.
2 days later, the search ends in heartbreak, and the girl found inside the tarp is identified as Brittany. The medical examiner determined she died from a stab wound to the neck and strangulation. Believing she may have fought against her attacker, investigators collect fingernail
God, I'm
clippings
white.
for forensic analysis. Other evidence collected includes chewing tobacco spit and Brittany's keys attached to a lanyard bearing her name.
Damn, bro.
Investigators also photographed tire tracks, but according to court documents, there were too many rocks to get a clear impression, limiting a potential lead involving the Ford pickup described by Bryce. Investigators bring him in for additional questioning.
What's your relationship with her?
Brittany's been one of my closest friends since probably my 7th, 8th grade year. That was one of the issues we had with the cop previously is like we were going over because her name in my phone is Little Sis because she's called me Big Brother since like freshman year, and then he kept asking me.
Chat, I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're with a girl and she has a dude labeled as Big Bro and they're actually not blood related, that's a huge red flag. Am I wrong? Chat, am I wrong? If your girl got a dude that's not related to her labeled as Big Brother, yeah, bro. Red flag. Red flag, bro. Red flag.
Well, if she's your little sis, why didn't you know her better? Because there was questions that I didn't know the answer to.
Did she say anything about anyone that she was having problems with, or any
Yeah, because apparently she's Batman and has a whole lot of enemies.
A lot of people had problems with Brittany, but nothing that we would see with this outcome.
The investigator begins asking Bryce to expand on the moments when he dropped Brittany off to meet her mysterious friend.
The deputies told me that initially when they spoke with you, you had provided a description of the truck.
They kept saying I gave a description, but literally the only thing I saw was a cowboy hat. That was it.
Since Bryce is unable to deliver specifics about the suspect's description, investigators decide to turn to digital evidence in hopes of pinpointing Brittany's location, leading up to her murder. Bryce provides his username and hands over his cell phone.
Is there anything on your phone that you would be concerned with us finding?
No.
No, okay. Is there any reason whatsoever that they would find your DNA on her or in her?
No, not that I'm... Besides maybe like a bag of hair or something on her jacket, there would be nothing else.
So no relationship whatsoever?
No.
Okay, okay.
Was there anybody in specific in the school itself that she continually told no, that may have been frustrated with?
Ah, bro, you're right.
Was she
I'm trying
the
to
type
think,
of girl
bro.
that would
He's
go
not making
to
eye
the
contact.
place?
Yo, y'all are better investigators than me. I would just, y'all are way better investigators than me for the fact that I would just arrest them for wearing Under Armour. Like, I'm not playing no games. You're wearing Under Armour. You're getting arrested. Like y'all are like, oh yeah, he paused. I would have arrested him the moment I saw him. Like, yeah, you're wearing Under Armour. You did it. Arrested.
One course with anybody.
He's hiding something.
Wow, okay.
Would you be willing to submit
Thank you.
a buccal swab just for your DNA?
Bryce agrees to provide his DNA sample, but before the interview wraps, he has one final question for the investigator.
Are you allowed to say how she was?
I do not know that.
I didn't know if you guys knew because I've heard 20 different things, and the next one gruesome than the other. So.
I've heard a couple different things, and I don't know what is the truth, to be honest with you.
Investigators continue to assemble their case. However, key evidence remains unaccounted for, including Brittany's cell phone, which was never recovered at the scene. The next day, they return to the basin where Brittany's body was found. This time, investigators find critical evidence, such as her broken phone and a used condom discarded in the bushes.
Oh!
DNA is swabbed from inside of the condom, but until they find a match, they continue to lean on Bryce for information about the pickup truck.
I'm going to show you a series of photos. I'd like you to just go ahead and look at all of them. If one looks familiar or of interest or whatever, just let me know. Okay, so this looks like the same truck to you two, right?
To me, it looks like the same truck. And that'd be Jared's truck. I saw that picture on Facebook.
Okay.
That's my buddy Jared's F-150.
Oh my God!
Okay.
What Bryce doesn't realize is that investigators are finding inconsistencies about his story regarding the truck. For now, they keep...
Chat, I think it's just so scary that, like, if he did do it, right? He's like just so calm. Isn't that like chilling? Like you're calm about this shit.
Suspicions quiet and allow him to mourn his murdered friend.
When was the candlelight vigil?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. How was that?
It was rough. Yeah, the balloon release, the candlelight vigil.
If you could say something to Brittany, what would you say?
Easy. I love you.
What about the second?
No, I'm sorry. Because I kind of blamed myself for all this. Because I wish I would have just taken her back to town to see her dad. But dropped plenty of friends off at tons of different places, so it did not quite seem different to me.
What if I told you we had surveillance footage that appears your truck kept going out Boyd Kennedy Road?
I didn't go down Boyd Kennedy Road.
So with these, you can kind of see, from my perspective, when I'm looking at this, what that looks like, right?
Yeah. No, I can see 100%.
Surveillance footage shows Bryce picking up Brittany in Angel Park. He leaves the parking lot and never turn leading to the hospital. The video reveals the unsettling truth. The
Oh my God!
pickup was never real, and neither was his story about dropping Brittany off with a mystery man. The investigator confronts him with the evidence.
Oh!
Surprisingly, he admits to not being truthful, but says it was for a good reason.
The third cop I talked to, the one that called me down to the high school, because called me a liar about 3 times and kept asking me if I killed Brittany. So I
Somebody asked you if you killed Brittany?
A deputy did.
Okay.
And it startled me. I lied because I was scared of people thinking it was gonna be me.
Yeah, I think, yeah, it's him, bro. It's him. Mainly because the fact they brought nobody else in for questioning. Like, y'all notice that nobody else came in for, it's just him.
You're the last person to see her alive.
Even though Bryce admits to lying, the investigators are armed with mounds of evidence that goes beyond surveillance footage. According to court documents, Bryce's DNA is a match for the chewing tobacco found near Brittany's body. It also matches the DNA taken from her neck, her fingernails, and inside the condom that was found in the bushes.
We located some items.
Yo, wait, was this one of those things where it's like, if I can't have you, nobody can? Big brother?
And we have Brittany's DNA, we have your DNA, and we have a condom.
That can't be.
It is.
I'm freaking out right now because I've never had sex with Brittany.
There's only one way that DNA could have gotten on that condom that way.
I'm aware of that.
And you have a pattern now of lying.
I admitted I was.
And your timeline doesn't match up.
According to police records, geolocations for Bryce and Brittany's Snapchat accounts confirmed that they met around 3:22 p.m. They arrived at the basin where Brittany snapped 2 selfies. Bryce area around 5:25 p.m. and returned home. Less than 1 hour later, Bryce sent Brittany 4 final Snapchat messages. The last recorded location for Brittany was at the basin, where her body was found.
You guys trying to get a confession with me killing Brittany?
I'm trying to figure out how your DNA got on a condom on the inside that has her DNA on the outside.
Literally the only time Brittany was being really flirty for some reason throughout that day. Almost didn't seem real, and she...
Chat, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If you're in this situation, if you're inside this questioning room, whether you did something wrong or not, lawyer up, bro. Because these cops are not here to be your friend. These cops are not here to actually help you. They're there to just do what's on the book. You know what I mean? These are what they're books. So just lawyer up immediately.
Literally just asked if I want. So we kissed, and I had gotten that it was through a condom.
As Bryce's version of events repeatedly changes, he makes a desperate attempt to blame another teenager for Brittany's murder.
But I swear it was because that kid's kind of distinguishable.
And you've known that Philip Brittany all this time waiting to say something? You let yourself
because
be the last
I don't
person
know.
to see her alive? You expect us to believe that I was the last person to see her alive. I've put myself in that position here for her. I had to think I was the last one to see her alive when I know who the last person to see her alive is.
Bryce continues to alter.
Damn!
But at this point,
They got him, bro.
The investigator has had enough of his lies.
I hope. Do you think we've been doing nothing for the last week?
No, I think you guys have been working your asses off.
So you're still expecting us to believe that you dropped her off and her body miraculously appeared where the condom and condom wrapper were?
They got him, bro. They got him.
Frequencies.
I did not kill Brittany.
So this is the story that you're going to stick with?
Yes, sir.
According to court documents, 18-year-old Bryce Dickey was charged with first-degree murder and sexual assault.
Oh my God!
The use of a deadly weapon. Following a jury trial, he was convicted on all counts, and on August 2022, he was given an aggregate sentence of life in prison with eligibility after 46 years. In
wow!
her impact statement, Brittany's mother addressed Bryce and said, quote, "The world owes my daughter Brittany a debt of gratitude because her brutal death will prevent you, Bryce Edward Dickey, from ever hurting anybody else." In 2024, the Nevada Supreme Court rejected an appeal to reverse Bryce's conviction. Watch our full videos as they were originally made with
oh my God. W video.